I'm breaking my mic.
Live. We are live.
We are live. It's alive.
What we doing? Did you say we were doing Pearl Jam for the Saturday night thing? Or that's Foo Fighters, is what you said. Okay.
Foo.
I saw them on their first tour. They opened for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and it was quite the show.
Oh, I bet.
It's probably one of the best shows I've seen. You're talking about awesomeness since you walk in the door. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now back to Danny.
We know Corey doesn't have one. Whoa.
Shut up, Danny.
And Country Corey. On 98.1 The Max.
Oh, your daughter or granddaughter Sophie eats a banana funny, huh?
She's 7 years old. I think the girl's got brain damage. I think maybe my son dropped her on her head. But she comes out with she stayed the night with us Saturday night, and Sunday we're sitting outside, and she comes out. She goes, "Pappy, can I have a banana?" And I'm like, "Yeah, go get you a banana." I expected her to come out with a banana, which she did. The banana was peeled on a paper plate. She was eating it with a fork. She sat down at the patio table and proceeded to eat a banana with a fork while I watched in horror.
Did you ask her where she picked this up from?
I was so blown away. I didn't think to discuss it with her. I was just so, and then, after the fact, I asked her mother, like, she always eat a banana with a fork. And she was like, yeah, she started doing that a little while ago. And now she just seems to like doing it that way. I'm like, and how do you feel about that? She was like, I don't care as long as she eats it.
Well, she's just reasonable.
As long as you don't leave a banana laying around. What?
She's dirtying up a fork.
Right.
It's a waste of a fork. Yeah.
For no reason. That's like 30 gallons of water wasted.
Yep. That's a handheld food, like chicken on a stick. That's why the banana is so great.
And that's when you remember that the episode of Seinfeld where they're eating the candy bar with a knife and fork also weirded me out. Just made me uncomfortable. What the heck are we doing? People eat weird stuff in weird ways. I get that, but a banana?
I wish my kids would just use a fork.
They're eating ramen noodles with their hands.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. Like if I put their plate down at the dinner table and then I go back to get everybody's silverware, because heaven forbid they set the table. They're already in it. And I'm like, what, you guys animals? For God's sakes, hang on a second.
Those are mashed potatoes, for crying out loud.
But maybe if I fed them like the rest of the day, they wouldn't be so hungry when it came to dinner.
Maybe a little breakfast would help.
Yeah.
901-535-9898. You know somebody that eats something in a weird way? Let's make fun of them. Let's do it together. Let's make fun of all your friends. Why not? That'll be fun.
I don't know necessarily weird. It's just the carpenter makes sure there's not like anything left in a bowl. And you've heard me say it, just lick it, okay? I'm tired of hearing the spoon against the bowl.
Either get some more or finish up.
Yeah, I can't. Can you leave food on your plate?
Yeah, I can.
I can too.
And spray it off into the disposal.
Yeah, if I'm not hungry, if I'm done eating. No,
I'm not gonna if I'm still hungry, I'm gonna finish. But if, like you said, if I'm done, I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah.
Carpenter, not so much, huh?
I don't think he's ever done. Men sometimes are like these human disposals. I don't understand where all this food goes. My mother's the same way. I used to say that her left leg was hollow because she would pack down some food.
It just goes down into the leg. And that's what my grandfather used to say about me. 901-535-9898. Let's hear about people that eat food in a weird way. Two for Tuesday. Yeah, Karen, get your shots. Got to be good. There's a Karen watching. Behave yourself, Danny.
Karen, how has it been the last year with the name? You seem like the kind of girl that would just take it and run and have a great time with it.
Oh, phone call.
Somebody's working.
98.1 The Max. Good morning.
Morning. I have one of my buddies when we were kids. He gets so stoned and hungry, he would eat dry ramen noodles.
My daughter does that. Just grabs them and eats them like a candy bar. It's the grossest.
Mm-mm.
Wow, that is, and she's sober.
All right. Well, I just had to call. I'm on the way to work. Let y'all know that one.
All right, have a good one, brother. Thanks for calling.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it keeps the sodium levels down.
Right, it does. 98.1 The Max. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, my daughter, she takes about 30 minutes to eat Reese's peanut butter cups. She cuts them up into pizza triangles and eats them with toothpicks. Quarter-inch bite every time she gets one.
How old is she?
32.
No, she's not 32. Thank God she's not 32, but she's 9. But she saw an episode of Seinfeld where they were eating that Snickers with a knife.
Right.
So now she takes her candy that she can and dices it up and likes to eat it with toothpicks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you calling in.
That's great.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You do.
32. $98.1 The Max. Okay. I'm 32.
Let me close this door. Somehow the dog is David Copperfield.
The Texas Hippie Coalition. Sounds like an organization worth joining.
See, Willie is Houdini.
98.1 The Max.
Good morning, Country Core. Good morning, Miss Danny Bunch.
Good morning, Ben. How are you doing?
I'm good, sweetheart. How are you?
I am hanging in there for a Tuesday.
I can tell. So I have 2 of them. One of them is actually me, and the other one is a friend of mine. He will not eat apples without caramel. And it's got to be cut in half, and the seed's got to be taken out of it.
Wow, he sounds like a
That's
diva.
That's a friend of mine. Me,
A friend,
I
not a
can't
kid.
I can't eat salmon patties without any kind of like dressing, like ranch, whatever.
I ate a room a lot on salmon.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, are you talking about, hold on, you talking about,
I'm gonna tell you, salmon patties with ranch or a little bit of spicy mustard. That's, oh my God,
are you talking about like the canned salmon?
no. I'm talking
Okay.
about like cooked salmon patties.
Okay, my mom used to make salmon patties out of that canned salmon, and those were so
No.
gross.
Yeah, they were nasty. that is some of the sickest stuff you never do. No.
My dad loved it. Oh man. Thanks for calling, brother. It's good to hear from you.
Hey, Ben. Ben, you there?
No, no, yeah.
Excuse me. All right. Texas Hippie Coalition. I will look that up, buddy. I will look that up, Mr. Armstrong. Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you. So, do you want to end with Ben and then go into oysters?
Yeah. Because that salmon is a good. Because I'm not eating canned salmon. I have eaten canned salmon, but I'll never do it again. I only had to because I was a child and my parents were, you eat what's for dinner or you don't eat.
Right.
I tried that with my kids, and neither one of my wives would let it happen.
I know we're suckers.
Not nearly as good at raising kids
Nope.
as we think our
Fail.
parents were.
Epic failure over here. Just kidding.
It is over here. I don't even know. I got nobody in college.
I'm the same way, Kathleen. Same with.
You like raw oysters?
Oh, I love them.
I
Even
thought.
by the dozen.
Oh wow.
And I can't eat shrimp if they have any flavoring on them.
You say some crap like that and then mute yourself. I mean, come on, man. Nope.
I was playing something I didn't want it to kick us off.
Where's your sense of adventure? It's great to be a gangster. Raw oysters with lemon and horseradish. I thought you were supposed to put hot sauce on raw oysters.
I don't know you're supposed to do anything.
I don't eat sardines either.
Nope, not gonna try.
I've only smelled sardines, and I knew that at that very moment I wasn't eating it. Same thing with pickled pig's feet. Not eating it.
Oh, Crystal blow up like a blowfish.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll play the first two calls and then Ben, and then we'll talk about what? Oysters?
Mm-hmm. Yep, cocktail and horseradish on a saltine. That's my favorite way. And then when you just get just a tad too much horseradish, but it's not a tad too much, but it comes through your sinuses, and you're like, "That's it, buddy. Let's
You
get
don't,
another drink."
you don't just slurp them off the shell.
I won't do it. Nope. I used to as a kid, but man, it's like having a big old loogie in your mouth.
I'm afraid of oysters. Isn't it easy to get bad oysters and die?
No.
Kathleen sucks them right off the shell. Yeah, I heard that about you, Kathleen.
Oh yeah, Kathleen. I'm not surprised.
I'm glad I don't have Bobby's job. I mean, he's a really good head janitor and everything, but I'm really glad I don't have that job.
How does one become a janitor?
Now back to Danny and Country Corey
Do you find it ironic that computers ask us if we're a robot?
on 98.1 The Max.
Corey's granddaughter, who is 7,
Mm-hmm.
eats a banana with a fork. What is wrong with her?
I think her hobby is just making dirty dishes. I think that's that's the underlying hobby here.
My girlfriends make fun of me because I scramble my eggs in a bowl and then put them on the pan. They scramble the eggs right in the pan. They're like, "Why are you dirtying up another bowl?" And I'm like, "Because that's how you do it. You have to have a fork."
Yes. And you should have come back with, "I don't want to ruin my Teflon. Maybe I can't afford to buy a new frying pan every week."
Maybe I don't want cancer in my eggs.
Right.
That's not pepper. That's Teflon, honey.
901-535-9898. Good morning.
I had one of my buddies when we were kids. He gets so stoned and hungry, he would eat dry ramen noodles.
My daughter does that. Just grabs them and eats them like a candy bar. It's the grossest thing. Wow, that is, and she's sober.
It keeps the sodium levels down.
Right, it does. 98.1 The Max. Good morning.
Good morning. My daughter, she takes about 30 minutes to eat Reese's peanut butter cups. She cuts them up into pizza triangles and eats them with toothpicks and takes about a quarter-inch bite every time she gets one.
How old is she?
32.
No, she's not 32. Thank God she's not 32, but she's 9. But she saw an episode of Seinfeld where they were eating that Snickers with a knife
Right.
and fork. So now she takes her candy that she can and dices it up and likes to eat it with toothpicks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you calling in.
That's
All right,
great.
man. Thanks. Have a good one.
You do.
I'm gonna have to try that with a Reese cup just to see how it works.
Don't let Sophie see you do it though, because when he was saying it, I thought the same thing. Like, I want to try that. Well, if we want to try it and we're over 40, you can only imagine what someone under 10 wants to do with it, like his daughter.
901-535-9898.
Good morning, Country Corey. Good morning, Miss Daniel.
Good morning, Ben. How are you doing?
I'm good, sweetheart. How are you?
I am hanging in there for a Tuesday.
I can tell. So I have 2 of them. One of them is actually me, and the other one is a friend of mine. He will not eat apples without caramel, and it's got to be cut in half, and the seed's got to be taken out of it.
Wow, he sounds like a
That's
diva.
That's a friend of mine.
A
Me,
friend.
I can't eat salmon patties without any kind of like dressing, like ranch, whatever.
I ate room a lot on salmon. Are you talking about like the canned salmon?
No. I'm talking
Okay.
about like cooked salmon patties.
Oh, okay. My mom used to make salmon patties out of that canned salmon, and those were so
No.
gross.
Yeah, they were nasty. that is some of the sickest stuff you can ever do. No.
My dad loved it. Oh, he loved it. My dad would eat that every day if you let him. He's probably why he's dead.
I don't know if I should have laughed that hard, but it was good.
In the Facebook comments, we're on the Facebook Live. In the Facebook comments, raw oysters have come up, and they're just gross, man. It's like
Kathleen's like me. I love raw oysters, but I can't eat cooked ones.
I don't think I've ever had any of them. I just think when oysters come up, it's a hard pass.
Why do you? I don't know. My father made me try them when I was a kid, and then I loved them.
They're slimy. It's like I don't know. Loogie is a great way to describe it. I don't know who did when you said that, but that was a great.
Yeah.
That's what it feels. That's what it looks like.
It feels like a loogie going down your throat. So I have to put on a cracker with cocktail sauce and horseradish. But old Kathleen, she'll just suck them back. But
I mean,
she like that.
you have to put them on a cracker and have to have 2 condiments. How good could they possibly be?
It's more of a conversation piece. And then you just put lemon on it when you start. And then you're having your hors d'oeuvres. You're waiting on your main course. You're having a couple drinks. It's more of a, it's a thing. I love Shane on our text line, though. You're hilarious, Shane. Real funny on our Rick's Powder Coating text line, 535-9898. Shane says he knows someone who puts ketchup on a hot dog.
Because it's gross. Oh, that is nasty.
I told you, I'll put anything on a hot dog not to be able to taste it. I don't like hot dogs, but I'll eat them because it's usually the only thing around wherever you are when you're having hot dogs.
It's true. It's true. Your morning wood is coming up next. If you like crawfish, you can get you a big old bucket of Raging Cajun crawfish this weekend for free with the morning wood coming up. 98.1 The Max.
Yeah, I got one. I got a sister that will not eat sliced bread unless she rolls it up into a ball.
How's she eat sandwich?
She doesn't eat a sandwich,
Okay.
Balls deep.
but she will eat sliced bread if she rolls it up into a ball.
All right.
She can't stand the texture of a slice of bread.
But then that texture's almost just soggy. It's like just an inch away from being soggy when you do that.
I don't understand.
All right. Thank you, buddy. It's good to hear from you.
All righty. Y'all take care.
You too. I just realized something.
Mm.
We spent 2 days yakking on hot dogs, and we're going to Wiener Wednesday tomorrow.
We're just getting ourselves mentally prepared. Don't even know it.
Just hope they're good hot dogs, not the red ones.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting here on the air going, I hate hot dogs.
I'm gonna stop on the way and get a thing of KFC slaw, so we can have slaw dogs.
I'm gonna stop on the way and get a huge
lunch.
good lunch and a huge thing of ketchup.
I expect them to have ketchup, not slaw.
But if you're not supposed to put ketchup on a hot dog, then why would you expect it to be there?
Because people are, you know how people are. You can't depend on them.
To eat things. I mean, shit. Sophie eats a banana with a fork.
Kids eating Reese's Pieces like pizza.
Oh man, that's great. 32.
That was the best. What time was that? I may have to try oysters one day. Everybody talking so good about them. 98.1 The Max.
Hey, I got a guy at work that I work with.
Mhm.
And his food has to be in a presentation every time he eats.
What do you mean?
It's got to be perfect. Everything's got to be lined up. He's got to be in a certain way. Broccoli, the meat, or rice. It's like, you know how you go in a magazine and you see a picture, somebody took a picture of a plate of food?
Yeah.
His has to be like that all the time.
What do you do for a living?
I work at a plant.
Okay. All right.
Is he married?
At a chemical factory. I work at a chemical factory.
Okay.
Is that dude married?
Oh, this guy, he's got ADHD that you wouldn't believe of. It's amazing.
Is he
You
married?
mess with him all the time. Huh?
Is he married?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's surprising.
I don't want to get into that.
That's a whole nother show. Thank you, man. We appreciate you, buddy.
All right, man. Bye.
All right, bye. I don't want to get into his love life.
Prank call.
I'll probably cut him off short. My grandson used to eat ranch on his Fruit Loops. All righty then.
That takes the cake. That makes
Well,
me want to
you
vomit.
you should disown his child or his parent. Whoever is your child, that grandson's parent should be disowned. Keep the kid, get rid of the parent, and reteach that boy how to eat Fruit Loops.
Amanda and I got a date. Hear my stomach?
I hear mine. I got a frozen breakfast burrito in there with my name on it. I can hear it. I have jalapenos in me.
It makes me think of last Dead Poet Society. You seen that movie?
100 years ago, but I've seen
Garbage.
it.
Like my eyes are either swollen or they just keep growing apart.
Oh, they're getting further apart, definitely.
I mean, they really look like they're far apart today. Hello.
I mean, we're gonna have to start calling you catfish.
Right? Can I sleep like that?
You want to drop Nirvana?
Um,
Oh, you used to eat ranch on this fruit. Yes, no, or maybe.
yeah, I think we're gonna have to. We were doing good getting 2 songs in there. I made sure they were short songs though.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 10 seconds of Fire Woman. Quick. It's a quick one. Leaves you wanting more.
More. Just give me more. Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5. Something like that. Can't understand.
Ooh, yeah. I like it when people sing and they say things like, you betcha. You betcha.
If you can't be good, be bad, baby.
Can't be good, be bad, baby. Uh-oh. We have a Chris Armstrong is recommending a YouTube video.
Yes, it's that Texas hippie.
Oh, okay. Is that what the Texas Hippie Coalition? They say sometimes when you're hungry, you're really thirsty, so you should drink water. I've not found that to be true.
No.
Because I drink water all morning, every morning, and I'm starving every day.
Yep. You like this? Back to normal? No thanks. 2019 sucked.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, you were on this.
I don't know why, but actually I do. I do know why. Because Ross is a sharer. I got down to the third Monday one, and then I haven't read anything below that one. I don't know. I don't know how you go past the Devil's Butthole. I really don't.
The Keith Richards one's funny.
Is that why you laughed so hard? I'm just being mean. He did text us a good story.
He did?
Yeah. Funny. How many people are watching?
5.
Right on.
You're on the air.
That door closed.
Hey, I can't stand people who have a party and then tell me to bring my own beer.
And Country Corey
I'm here to supervise.
on 98.1 The Max.
People eat food weird. People don't like food, certain food. You don't like oysters.
I've never eaten oysters, and I don't know that I'm ever going to. I'm 901-535-9898. Good morning.
Hey, I got a guy at work that I work with.
Mhm.
And his food has to be in a presentation every time he eats.
What do you mean?
It's got to be perfect. It's got to be, everything's got to be lined up. He's got to be in a certain way. Broccoli, the meat, or rice. It's like, you know how you go in a magazine and you see a picture, somebody took a picture of a plate of food?
Yeah.
His has to be like that all the time.
What do you do for a living?
I work at a plant,
Okay. All right.
Is he married?
at a chemical factory. I work at a chemical factory.
Okay.
Is that
In
dude
Memphis.
married?
Oh, this guy, he's got ADHD that you wouldn't believe of. It's amazing.
Is he
We
married?
mess with him all the time. Huh?
Is he married?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kinda.
Oh, that's surprising.
I don't want to get into that.
That's a whole nother show. Thank you, man. We
Yep.
appreciate you, buddy.
All right, man. Bye.
All right, bye. Just let him off the hook there.
I love that on our Facebook Live, Stacy says her grandson used to eat ranch on his Fruit Loops.
Wow.
Oh, that takes it. That takes it all.
Yeah, I think that's. I think on that note,
Mornings on The Max with your Morning Wood.
Which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline for today? And you're going to win a bucket of crawfish from the Raging Cajun Crawfish Festival and a t-shirt. Woo! Would a family's brutally honest adoption ad for a demonic dog go viral?
would homemade laxative see a booming market?
Or would the price of squirt cheese expected to double due to a shortage?
I want to work that word in every time I can. 901-535-9898. Which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline? Okay. I believe we're rolling. 98.1 The Max. Who is this?
Hey, this is Scott. What's going on?
And we're just, killing it.
Well, no mind. I'm waiting on work to open so I can go to work.
So you can start to kill it. I understand, Scott. Which
There
one
you
of
go.
which one of these Morning Wood headlines is the real headline, brother?
Let's go with the squirting stuff.
Oh, man, no squirting or Morning Wood for you. I'm sorry, Scott.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, well. See ya.
Thank you, bud.
Scott the Squirter.
$98.1 The Max. Who's this?
Corey, what up, man? It's Ben.
What's going on, Ben?
Oh, Ben.
Which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline?
Look, so I read that stupid story about that demonic dog this morning. That's the funniest shit I've ever read in my life.
I believe you are correct, Ben.
Ben.
But I was trying to call you before Morning Wood to talk about oysters.
What's on your mind?
I had a good one for you.
Well, come on.
All right, you ready? So
Yeah.
people who eat oysters are the same kids that ate their boogers when they were kids. Because all they are is big, fat, wet boogers. That's all they are.
That's a good one. That's pretty funny. That's exactly
what they are. Like you eat them, and it's like, dude, this is a booger.
Dang. Thanks, man.
My boogers taste
Hey,
better.
look, give that winner for the Morning Wood to somebody else.
I will.
I'm gonna call holler at you guys.
All right, bud. Thanks.
I'm gonna get my crawfish next weekend already. Anyway.
All right, cool.
All right, take care, guys.
Thanks,
Have a
Ben.
great one.
98.1 The Max. Who's this?
This is Kevin.
Kevin, which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline?
Hey, is it the Cheese Whiz
No.
shortage?
No squirting morning wood for you. I'm sorry, Kevin.
Dang. All right. Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. .98.1 The Max. Who's this?
Steve,
Steve, which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline?
I think it's the one about the demonic dog.
I think Steve's got himself some morning wood.
Oh, yeah. We got you a bucket of crawfish and a T-shirt from the Raging Cajun Crawfish to go. This weekend, on Saturday, they'll be at Inglewood Hall. On Sunday, they'll be at Malco Cordova. So you can go by and get your crawfish on to benefit Porter Lease.
Sounds good, man. My girls will love it.
Right on. Let me get a little info from you here, Steve. All right. You had a story you wanted to share too?
Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you. So my oldest daughter, she's almost 20, but when she was probably in her single digits, we got her eating sushi, and she put the little California roll in her mouth, the whole thing, and then all of a sudden you start seeing like this ticker tape coming out. She's pulling seaweed out. She's unraveling and unwrapping that little sushi roll. And she's pulling the seaweed out as a little ticker tape.
That's funny.
That's talent.
It really is. Thanks, Steve. We appreciate you, brother. Have fun and enjoy the crawfish.
Appreciate y'all too. Y'all have fun.
All right, Mike.
Thanks.
Bye, bud.
.98.1. Why does that button not work? All right. Well, that button don't work.
I'm one of the most notorious slashers in history, and I don't want to give that up. I am Chucky, the killer dog, and I dig it.
Are you recording that?
No.
Okay. 98.1 The Max. Who's this? you think we should drop this song or no?
Yeah. Boy, fast. Do you want me to play that? Chucky?
Mornings on the Max with your Morning Wood.
Which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline for today? Would a family's brutally honest adoption ad for a demonic dog go viral?
Would homemade laxatives see a booming market?
Or would the price of squirt cheese expect to double due to a shortage?
901-535-9898. Who's this?
Hey, this is Scott. What's going on?
And we're just, killing it.
Well, so am I. I'm waiting on work to open so I can go to work.
So you can start to kill it. I understand, Scott.
There you go.
Which one of these Morning Wood headlines is the real headline, brother?
Let's go with the squirting stuff.
Oh, man, no squirting or Morning Wood for you. I'm sorry, Scott.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, well. See ya.
Thank you, bud. 98.1 The Max. Who's this?
Steve,
Steve, which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline?
I think it's the one about the demonic dog.
I think Steve's got himself some Morning Wood.
Oh, yeah. We got you a bucket of crawfish and a T-shirt from the Raging Cajun Crawfish to go. This weekend, this on Saturday, they'll be at Inglewood Hall. On Sunday, they'll be at Malco Cordova. So you can go by and get your crawfish on to benefit Porter Leaks.
Sounds good, man. My girls will love it.
A New Jersey woman gave up on trying to sell someone on adopting the dog she's fostering, and instead has chosen to make a brutally honest post about the pup that has now gone viral on Facebook. Tiffany says a Chihuahua named Prance came to stay with her family after being owned by an elderly woman.
I'm one of the most notorious slashers in history, and I don't want to give that up. I am Chucky, the killer dog, and I dig it.
So is this a sad story with a happy ending? No. According to Tiffany, the post has already entertained thousands of people with descriptions like, I am convinced at this point he is not a real dog, but more like a vessel for a traumatized Victorian child that now haunts our home.
I want to see examples of what this little dog does.
Not exactly a selling point, huh? She encouraged people to apply to adopt Prance, but warned he's not good with men, children, or other pets. The 2-year-old Chihuahua who she says will probably live to be 21 through pure spite has already attracted quite a following, with people commenting that he's perfect, even though she says that finding someone who wants a Chucky doll in a dog's body is hard.
How creepy. You have a Chihuahua, don't you?
He's half Chihuahua and half Yorkie. So yeah, I understand. And if he gets mad at you, he'll go pee on your stuff. He don't care.
Oh.
If Tobias gets mad at you, he will go pee on your shoes. You have to keep stuff off the floor.
Well, apparently there was poop on the floor a minute ago. The carpenter just lost his mind. I have no idea if the puppy's still alive.
This dog, I picture looking like Willie with his teeth sticking out.
I'm picturing like one of those long-haired ones,
A long-haired Chihuahua, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like half long-haired, like the other half is like gone. Oh, it's pretty ugly. No, it's a short-haired, but he's mean.
Not pretty, huh? Well, he is the devil's dog after all. Going to live to be 21 through pure spite. He is not a real dog, but a vessel for a traumatized Victorian child. And now
every picture she has of him, he's not, his eyes are like slant eyes, like I'm gonna get you, like when you're mad at somebody, like
right.
They're not, all puppy high. They're half closed. He's like, I think I'm gonna adopt him.
You should. That's exactly your type of dog. Why not?
It would just hurry up the divorce anyway. Let's get that.
All right. So how are we getting into the other thing? Oh, they're doing sports.
One leg at a time.
Yep, that's how we're doing it. All right, I have to eat.
Go eat.
So I can take my back pill.
I have to eat. So I take my back pill. All right, I'm gonna watch this Prancer guy. I'm not going outside this room right for about 40 minutes. I feel like Prance is on the other side. The body of my husband.
Okay, good. Good luck. I'll be right back. Was this a hand play song? Really? I got the feeling it was. That wasn't funny, was it?
It was fantastic.
Oh, great.
I'm all about it.
No, I don't mean actually doing it. I was just.
Oh no, I think we should.
I hate damn StreamYard. Everything's backwards. So I realized when I got to the station kitchen that was not a burrito calling my name. It was, in fact, a sausage biscuit.
Oh.
You know, the ones I swore I was going to stop by them? Yeah, those. I know they're terrible, man. The processed food is awful for you, but they're so good.
It's better than a spinach salad. Ask Mississippi.
Oh. So warm. Scottsdale, Arizona's calling.
What is?
Scottsdale, Arizona. I get calls from weird places. I got a call from Ohio, Nevada, and somewhere else. Where was it yesterday? I forget. The spam people just love me. Got a weird text message yesterday, too. I was like, hey, this is such and such and such and such. You have an appointment tomorrow at noon. Please confirm by 12 o'clock. I didn't. And at 12:30, they texted again. Please confirm. And I said, wrong number.
Oh, that's.
Man, I'm like going through menopause, having hot flashes.
What is up with that?
God.
Hmm.
I'm just glad that we don't have to do a show in Minneapolis.
God, could you imagine that today?
I wouldn't know what to say. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't know what to say.
I wouldn't know. I know.
It'd be 4 hours of yeah, about that. Poor Dave Ryan. So this is the sports segment.
Were you recording me swallowing that?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't get it in time.
All right, let's see. Do, I put this down here as a PSA or whatever. The city's offering the Pfizer vaccine at the Pipkin building all week. Appointments are no longer required between 2 and 7. If you want to fit that in every now and then.
If you want to drop that in, feel free.
Well, it makes me a little concerned.
What does?
It just, we have a low percentage of people who've gotten vaccinated. To me, that just makes me think it's even lower than we want it to be.
Sure it is. I've decided I'm going to get my second shot on a Friday, so that if I get to feeling poorly, then I have the weekend to.
Well, I got mine we got it on Thursday last time, and it didn't hit me till Tuesday.
I don't think your vaccine had anything to do with what you had going on.
I don't either.
I think you had a strong case of allergies. I think you got slapped in the face with a pine tree. You want to do these stories in reverse and do Julian Edelman first and then the bowler? And then we can start. Then we can imagine what the bowler's dad must be like.
Yes. I'm not going anywhere near that.
I don't blame you. Every time I hear it, I turn the pot down.
Why are my eyes so far apart?
Because you're part catfish.
Now back to Danny
LOL moment. Wow.
and Country Corey
Can I bring a bottle of bourbon and a bag of weed?
on 98.1 The Max.
That Shelby County is only at about 20% of vaccinated people. The city's offering the Pfizer vaccine at the Pipkin building all week. So appointments are no longer required if you need to get it between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. all week long.
We had a icon in football just announce his retirement yesterday. Patriots wide receiver Julian Edelman.
I've always said I'm going to go until the wheels come off. And they finally have fallen off. Due to an injury last year, I'll be making my official announcement of my retirement from football. It was a hard decision, but the right decision for me and my family. And I'm honored and so proud to be retiring a Patriot. It's been the best 12 years of my life. And I can't forget you, Patriot Nation. You guys have welcomed me and my family to a region we didn't know. But now I'm one of you. I'm going to leave you guys with 2 words. Foxborough forever.
And the Patriots are really going to suck now.
Yeah, I thought the 2 words were going to be Tampa Bay.
Right. That's funny. No, that injury put the hurt on him, man. He was basically cut from the Patriots because he couldn't pass the physical. So if he can't pass the Patriots physical, I don't believe he'll be able to pass anybody.
Right, because we know they cheat in every other way. So they be cheating on their physicals too.
It's just so bad we just can't cheat for you, Julian. Sorry. And we can't cover this one up, buddy. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh man. Well, are you into bowling? Do you ever watch professional bowling?
No, I'm not watching bowling on TV.
Okay.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
Well, I would say bowling is like bull riding to me. I don't go seek it out, but if it's like left on ESPN or Sports Center or whatever, ESPN, I guess, and it comes on, I'm like glued.
Really? You watch bull riding? Who in your house is watching the bowling channel or the bull riding channel?
Well, it comes on like ESPN. So if you wake up, you watch Sports Center in the morning, and then it just stays on.
Right? Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. So then you walk back in that room, and you're like, oh, let me watch this bowling or this bull riding. And then like an hour later, it's like, holy, I've
What
been
have I been
sitting here
doing
for an
with my
hour
life?
watching.
It's an hour of my life I'll never get back.
It's no worse than everybody sitting around Saturday and Sunday watching home improvement shows, not doing anything to their own house.
Not even vacuuming.
Nope.
So there's this 18-year-old professional bowler named Anthony Newer. He converted a 7-10 split during a match on Sunday, and the announcers went crazy.
7-10. Come on, man.
The 7-10 only been made
Come
on
on,
television 3 times in the history of professional bowling on TV.
Come on, kid, do it.
Oh, he did it! He got the 7-10, Randy! He did it! Woo! My goodness, the Ginger Assassin just dropped the 7-10. You bet, kid. You bet. Oh, man.
The Ginger Assassin made the 7-10 split, and we were a part of bowling history.
What's worse than watching bowling? Being a bowling announcer.
At least they're getting paid.
But they're so excited that they got to witness it. They could have cared less that he got it. They're just like, this only happened 3 times on television. Now we're 4. We're going down in the history books.
Oh, yeah. They're telling that story for years and years and years to people that will never care.
And for kids out there that don't know what the 7-10 split, when you set up the bowling pins, you have the one in the front and then they go back in the triangle and then the last 2 on either side. So you got one on one side and one on the other side. So it's an almost impossible shot. You've got to bank that one pin's got to hit the other pin because the ball
shoot it across there and takes incredible skill and agility.
Now think of John Daly with red hair in a American flag crazy looking shirt with a hammer in the front.
Is that what we're dealing with? Is that what we're dealing with?
Ginger Assassin.
Oh, the Ginger Assassin. He's 18 years old and already a professional bowler. I wonder if his dad had anything to do with that. You know how parents just get on them?
My brother was in a bowling league for years as a kid.
Did your dad coach the league, i.e. yell at him all the time?
No, but my parents were in a bowling league or 2 a week. My mom was in like 5 a week.
Oh, you never
leagues.
No wonder she's so foul-mouthed.
Yeah, and then my brother, and I don't know why I never got to bowl, but my brother, I just remember having all these bowling trophies in his room.
You look back when you said that. I never got to bowl.
I never got to bowl. I smoked plenty.
I just wonder if the Ginger Assassin's dad was one of those sports dads.
Oh, he's got to be.
I don't know. I've never seen one of those sports parents actually. I've never seen one of those kids turn into a professional athlete.
Oh, the parents that are like the parents on the sidelines that think their kid is going to be the next
whatever. Yeah, those parents that are screaming at them. Like, yeah, I mean, they're in almost every baseball field parking lot in the country is somebody yelling at their kid that they didn't throw strikes or they struck out or they missed the fly ball or something like that. And
you can't have dinner tonight unless you hit a home run.
Right.
Kind of parents.
Right.
Not one of them. I guarantee you. I mean, I'm going out on a limb on this one, but I'm going to say not one of them ever became a professional athlete.
Probably never even played in college. 901-535-9898. If you have a story about one of those parents, I would love to hear that story. Yeah. And I can read the text.
All the guy needs is a mullet, and a ginger mullet is the best. Like you win.
Yeah, you're the sexiest beast alive if you've got a redhead mullet. I get that song stuck in my head almost every day.
Eric Castleton texts and says, I feel so inadequate every time I listen to your show.
Why?
The bowling announcers. I have a lot of work to do.
Oh.
The Ginger Assassin.
It's like that Eric Hasseltine. Listen, somebody famous listen to us.
I mean,
his radio must be broken and just like stuck on the max.
yeah, he'd much rather listen to Ron and Karen. We need to call them.
We have to.
Karen, how's it feel to be a Karen? Vitamin C and zinc in my vitamin D. All about it, baby.
Right on. Take your vitamins. And burp them up all day, too, would you? Well, that's if you ever get them down.
A little powdery. Your dad was downstairs going, I'm about to lose my mind up in here. I love you too. You came in from games with no shoes, I think.
Oh,
I love you. You got plenty of shoes that you don't wear in your bedroom, in your closet. You can wear them one day. Hey, do you use mouthwash?
Yeah.
I can smell it.
You didn't finish that question. Did you use mouthwash instead of brushing your teeth?
Right. We're ranked 47th in the country with vaccines.
Well, that's not bad. Out of how many?
How many states are there, babe?
Oh, I didn't. You didn't tell me that the state.
I didn't say states. You're right. Sorry. Did not say states.
I thought you were talking about the city.
I'm sorry.
Well, who's below us?
I'm gonna guess Mississippi and Arkansas, like the usual.
And either Alabama or Kentucky.
Alabama. Yeah, Alabama, Mississippi. The usual offenders. Let's see.
The usual folks.
Georgia isn't looking good at all. I'd say it's Georgia. Yeah, it is Georgia. They're ranked 50th. Alabama 49th. Mississippi's beating us.
Wow. What the hell are we doing?
Utah. Not a regular offender.
I didn't talk. Utah.
Iowa. Utah. Idaho. Utah. Iowa. Idaho. Utah.
That's funny.
That was pretty good.
We got you going on that one, didn't we?
Get me on my pun day. Fun day.
Did you see that thing in the show prep, the punitentiary?
No.
You should go listen to. I'll play it right now. I think I've got it handy.
How'd I?
No, I don't have it handy.
You know what I like to do is I like to close out of the stuff I need all day long.
Time to
Can't
visit
play that.
Penitentiary.
Can't play that.
Why?
From my phone.
Because it's on Facebook
Oh.
Live.
Always. Okay, yeah. Legal.
It was okay.
No, I meant the idea, not the idea. The bit wasn't funny. The idea is funny.
I like the idea.
The punitentiary. We need a lawyer. And I don't mean like a lawyer to come on the air and do something. I mean a lawyer to sit here with us. And be like, well, you can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Did anybody call? What are we going to do?
I don't know. Nobody called.
Let's tease it.
uh.
535-9898. Those parents, give us a good story. You know them. They're usually at the softball or baseball fields, but I saw one on the soccer field this weekend.
Ooh, we'll hear that story next. Man, we just barely got that in time, didn't we?
Oh, that's how we roll up in this.
$98.1 The Max.
Hey, how's it going?
Going great, bud. How are you?
Good.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a good story.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so in high school, I lived in Seattle, Washington, and I was on the football team. And I was born in the South, so I'm Southern. I talk to folks, and had these parents walking by, and we're playing a private school, and I said, "Hey, how y'all doing?" And this mom, she looks me up and down and said, "I don't talk to losers." And
wow.
It was like eye-opening, one, and the audacity and the balls on this mom to say that to us. It kind of disembogulated us, but she was right that they whooped the shit out of us. We got our tails whooped. I think she kind of psyched us out.
Right, she did. She psyched you out. Well, thanks for calling, man. It's good to hear from you.
Likewise. Y'all have a good day.
You too, bud.
Oh, I just thought of a good one. If we want them to call in.
Okay, what were you saying?
I just thought of a great one my dad could tell that you would die.
Okay.
I don't know if let me see if he's available. Because I was like, I'll tell it. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Why doesn't he tell it? He lived it.
Okay.
It's about me, though.
Give him the hotline.
Now back to Danny.
Oh, kitty.
And Country Corey.
I broke my shovel because I'm cheap. I never went and got a new one.
On 98.1 The Max.
So we're talking about these parents that are a little overzealous when it comes to kids' sports. So I don't know. We just wondered about the bowler earlier and if his dad was bowl when he was like 10.
Right.
You throw that bowling ball, you're grounded.
You can't go in the backyard and practice bowling either. That's what sucks about it, too. Like, you can't go, let's go play catch.
Right? With a bowling ball. 901-535-9898. Good morning.
So in high school, I lived in Seattle, Washington, and I was on the football team. And I was born in the South, so I'm Southern. I talk to folks, and had these parents walking by, and we're playing a private school, and I said, "Hey, how y'all doing?" And this mom, she looks me up and down and said, "I don't talk to losers."
Ouch.
And
wow.
It was like eye-opening, one, and the audacity and the balls on this mom to say that to us. It kind of disembogulated us, but she was right. That they whooped the shit out of us. We got our tails whooped.
She was right, though. I mean, you know.
But it's just she's the loser. Like, I don't talk to losers. What?
Can you imagine saying that to a child?
No, I'm sure she had a buzz cut and a fanny pack too. Because those are the moms.
I bet we know her name.
Karen, or is it Kennedy? I think it's probably Kennedy.
901-535-9898. I got a text message from a softball coach that said there was a girl that flipped us off in Atoka. The player flipped off parents and players and coaches, and the other coaches not doing anything about it. That I guess she was walked around flipping everybody off, and everybody was just cool with it. Well, fine.
And they're sober. You know, those are the parents that don't drink. And they're all holy when they go. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Imagine how violent it would be on the softball field if they did drink.
Oh, I think they might chill out a little bit. I don't know. But I don't understand the, what is the word when you entice your kids to do something? Bribing your kids with candy or, I saw a girl come off a soccer field and she's like, how many chocolate bars am I up to? Well,
at least she's playing soccer where she can run them off.
Yeah, but I don't bribe my kids. Go out there and do your best.
Right? Just go out there and have fun.
I don't know about have fun. We're going to be competitive first.
Oh, let's not go so far as to say have fun.
No,
but
it's like when people get paid for their grades on report cards. You know what I got? 6 more weeks to live under that roof. You pay your kids report cards? Wow. Corey, that's the problem, man.
I'm not at liberty to either confirm or deny.
Wow.
I'm pleading the fifth on that one.
Wow. I'll tell you, when I was 9 years old and played softball, it's one of my favorite stories. And if my dad wasn't sitting there catching a plane with his buddies, I'd make him tell it. But it was coach pitch. So I was the pitcher, but I wasn't the pitcher. You know, you're standing out there in that position.
To catch the ball, should it get hit in that direction.
And this guy walked up to my dad and said, oh, God, looks like we're playing the gray team again tonight. Well, I was on the gray team, and my dad just felt like not saying that he was on that team. He was just going along because why, He's like, yeah, okay, whatever. He said, you know why they win, don't you? And he said, why? You see that number 1 pitcher out there? That's a boy. Well, I had really, really short hair. Really short hair. And from like 9 to 12, you go through that really ugly stage. And my name was Danny. I've always had this voice too. That doesn't help. My dad goes, you think there's a boy out there?
He's playing along.
Oh, yeah. He's walking him right into it.
He's just digging that hole.
Yes. He goes, oh, I know it's a boy. And my dad's like, I don't think it's a boy. How are you so sure it's a boy? And the man looks at him and says, how are you so sure it's not a boy? And my dad says, because she's been my daughter for 9 years.
Because I changed her flipping diapers.
Now, most girls would get in the car and hear that story and be mortified. I was excited. I was like, yes, yeah, I'm good enough to be a boy.
You just weren't smart enough to be embarrassed by it, were you?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. All my kids had jobs, and 3 of them were in a high school band at the time. That's the way Avery's going to be in the band. She wants to do color guard.
Nice.
Because she plays the bassoon. Turns out you can't carry a bassoon around on a football field.
Back to Danny.
Did I scare you?
You look
I
like
like this crazy hairdo I got going on.
I
feel like I need to take off my Van Halen t-shirt before I jinx the band and break them up. It looks like that girlfriend, doesn't it?
Kind of. And you do your teeth like that, you look like you have to fart. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself.
No, so I call my dad and I forget they're going on their golfing trip. They go every year and it's like 25 years now. Same guys. Well, it's 8:30. Yeah. They're about 2 hours of drinks deep. He has me on speaker. He's like, hey, yeah. And I'm like, I gotta go. He's like, what do you need? I was like, nothing. I gotta go. I forgot. I gotta go. What do you want me to do? I'm like, I gotta go. I'll tell the story. Y'all old men have fun.
What are we doing? Need to drop this, don't we? I believe
I love when you ask me something when I turn the screen off. You know, your timing. Gotta work on that. I'm just kidding. Wait, what? Because she's been my daughter? Oh,
That's a great.
I'm good enough to be a boy.
You gonna make that a recycler?
Well, this is definitely a character drop. I'm good enough to be a boy. And then yours. Then you saying,
Weren't smart enough. You just weren't smart enough to be embarrassed by it, were you? You just weren't smart enough to be embarrassed by it, were you?
where are we at? I got 2 turntables and a microphone.
Well, we've got to leave Brittany alone, guy.
Oh, that's 55. All right, 42. We have got that. We've also got we don't have to do that today, but I found that weird that we were talking about Dream Job yesterday.
And it came up.
Mm-hmm. Our phones can hear us. At least this audio can hear us.
Probably.
Chris Crocker, I mean, Leave Britney Alone's been a thing. Like, a lot of people are aware of him, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we've been talking about the NFT.
Did you see the popcorn mayo salad?
I did see that.
I brought that up while we were talking about food. 45% of people with kids or pets say they can't have nice things. Grilled cheese incense.
I mean, you smell it and you just get fat.
Right.
I don't understand why anybody would want any scent of food, because we all know when you smell food, you get hungry.
Okay, here's a story. A parent in New York just filed a lawsuit to get the rights to marry their adult child.
Well, what?
Yeah, I think we found what we're doing here.
Which one is it?
What do you mean, which one is it?
Let me say it again.
A parent in New York just filed a lawsuit to get the rights to marry their adult child.
I'm just going to make this recycler. You can deal with that.
I'm gonna make that story a best of too, because that story's fantabulous. I don't know how we're done. I mean, just turn the radio station off. I mean, I don't know how to, you know what I mean?
Now you know why I said, holy crap, I got a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it yesterday.
You ever notice there's no grunge songs about planting, growing things?
Are there other rock songs that are?
Not to my
Look
knowledge.
at this large space between my two eyes. I'm sorry, what? Look like Rihanna.
Put a VW Bug up there or something.
I think a Mack truck would fit.
Sideways.
Going this way.
Right. I don't want to work on fence today. Maybe it'll rain.
Wow. I'll tell you, when I was 9 years old and played softball, it's one of my favorite stories. I was 9 years old and played softball. You want me to start there? I'll tell you, when I was 9 years old and played softball, it's one of my favorite stories.
Absolutely.
Sitting
It's perfect.
there catching a plane with his buddies. I'd make him tell it. I'll take that out. Okay.
In my arrogant opinion.
Now back to Danny
Is that what you heard last night while you were sleeping naked?
and Country Corey
That's why they call them jugs, after all.
on 98.1 The Max.
Buckle up. This story is a wild one. There's a parent in New York, and they just filed a lawsuit to get the rights to marry their adult child.
Now, here is where the proof is in the pudding that there's something wrong here. The parent seeks to remain anonymous because the request is, quote, an action that a large segment of society views as morally, socially, and biologically repugnant.
They probably know it's not going to go well.
So if you know that, then why are we doing this?
The lawsuit says it's a matter of individual autonomy and, quote, through the enduring bond of marriage, two persons, whatever relationship they might otherwise have, can find a greater level of expression, intimacy, and spirituality. They've also addressed one of the top reasons why these kind of marriages aren't allowed. They say they are unable to procreate together. In New York, incest is a felony that can get you up to 4 years in prison, plus marriages with incest are voided. A lawyer who's a marital expert or an expert in marital law says he read the lawsuit and said, quote, it's never going to fly.
Just move to, yeah, if you really want to do it, just move to California. I'm sure they'll allow it.
What in the world is going on at that house?
I want to know how old the child is. An adult, okay, 32 or 18.
What is going on in that house? It can't be healthy. Certainly not normal.
Now, what if you were an adopted child? Would that change your opinion?
I don't know. I mean, it's still gross, isn't it?
I mean, I think it is. We know people that do that. We know a couple.
I mean, they're
and they're gross to us.
I don't know what to. How do you process this? How do you process this with a normal brain?
That's it. I don't think you have a normal brain, but you can't say normal now.
I have an average brain.
You're going to offend everybody that's not average.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
people that are above average.
You're above average. I don't mean to offend you. If you're above below average brain, you don't get what I'm saying anyway. I just can't process this. I can't I can't do this. So every day early in the morning, we do a senseless survey where I call somebody at random and try to keep them on the phone through a series of 10 ridiculous survey questions.
Yeah, if you think this last story was senseless, you got no clue.
Turns out it's kind of popular and people want to hear it a little later. So it's coming up at 8:55, your senseless survey. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've got a great idea. We need to get Rich to say, and now here's the segment of the show where Danny and Corey don't offend anybody. And we just leave it dead air for like 10 seconds.
I love it.
And then it comes back with a back punch. And this has been Danny and Country Corey's non-offensive moment of the day.
Write it down.
Mm, mm, mm. I was just thinking about the logo thing too. Did we ever get a finished product on that?
I don't know. But Brooke just sent me that question to Ross and I. Again.
Like before you sent that you just sent or after?
Yeah, just this morning. This right here at 8:41.
That was a long ass message.
Isn't it?
You look very serious. That little bitty smile didn't help. You still look very serious. You must be dealing with very serious business. Dear diary. Oh.
What are we doing?
Faceless survey.
I knew that's why I was getting something done.
Are you getting something done though? Really?
No.
Now you sound like me.
It's time for the Senseless Survey
This is so stupid.
on the Max Morning Show.
How many we get today, you think?
I don't know. We like to try to bet on the questions. I try to get through 10, but a lot of times it doesn't work. I'm just going to call somebody at random. They'll answer the phone. I'll see if I can keep them on the phone through 10 questions. How many are you going for, Danny?
I'm going to go for 6.
6. All right, let's go.
Hello?
Good morning, sir. My name is Corey. I'm with the United States Census Bureau. We're doing nationwide consumer surveys. I wonder if you could take 30 seconds to complete a few short questions. This is not a sales call.
I'm kind of in the middle of stuff. So it's only going to take 30 seconds?
Yeah, just 30 seconds, just 10 quick questions.
I can do that.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you use smart home technology?
I do.
Okay. And if there was a Yelp site for dating, how many stars would your exes give you?
I'm sorry, did you say you're with the census?
Yes, ma'am, the United States Census Bureau.
I'm going to say 5.
Okay. Is it a good or bad thing that the internet gives everyone a voice?
I think that it's about 50-50. Some people should have more of a platform and some don't. But do these questions have something to do with each other?
Does the existence of a Whopper Jr. prove that Whoppers have sex?
I'm sorry. I don't think that I would like to opt into the survey anymore.
And have you ever referred to your fingernails as skin windows?
I think we should wrap this up. You said 30 seconds, right?
Yes, ma'am. One more question. Would you be more or less likely to stick to your diet if you had a mirror in the kitchen?
So mean.
Look, I don't think that these are very appropriate questions.
How do police pull over pilots to check their license?
I have to go. I will be blocking your number.
That when you said sex, she was over it, but I love her explanation about the internet. Well, I think 50%. Like, usually people are just like, yes, no, yes, no. She's like, did you write all that down when you took her answer?
Of course I did. It's a survey. I have to keep records. I mean, I got an employer to report to. You ever been to a pig calling contest, Danny?
I'm gonna refrain from answering that.
You've never been, okay.
Well, I was thinking, yeah, like spring break 96 at Club La Vila.
Okay. I was at an actual pig calling contest. It was not at a bar, it was at a barn. But what they've done with this pig calling contest, they've turned it metal, and you'll find out how just after 9 o'clock. Great. Are you able to leave the room yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
I'm looking for something to show you. I hope it shows up.
Guy takes it in. This is what I got when I brought home BS and CS. The satisfaction of knowing I won't have to cut a switch. I don't understand what he's talking about.
I want to send this to the guy who wrote about UNT playing Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, look at the picture I sent you. That's how Sherry Gardner has me in her phone.
Look at little baby Danny in the picture, though.
I mean, that's not a long time ago. Within the last 2 years. I bought one for Jeremy Park too, who does City Current.
Yeah.
He went to school there.
At UNT?
Mm-hmm.
That's an actual school?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I was unaware of that. I thought that thing said something completely different.
It does, but it doesn't.
That's right. You're right. It does, but it doesn't. I mean, was that an actual product you could buy at UNT's bookstore?
I found it online.
But is it like an officially licensed product or whatever?
I don't know. Margot. You think I should text that back, or is it really out of?
Nah.
Can I just say that I have a check out my UNT cup.
You could just put that only our arrogant opinions are valid here. I'm going to smoke.
Okay, did you see the other thing that I? Okay, you're gone. I'm gonna eat. Oh no, don't go. Come on.
Facebook Live, you get to see a fat guy stretch. Awesome. Oh, never mind. I just texted you. That's what we like to see. Girls eating sandwiches.
Chicken biscuit. What do you put on it?
Either cheese or nothing. I know you like the mustard, don't you?
I'll put spicy mustard and mayo.
It's more like a chicken sandwich then.
Yep.
Now back to Danny.
Where did she go? Where did she go?
And Country Corey.
Hey, how you keep people listening to this show after that?
On 98.1 The Max.
I have never listened to a pig calling contest before.
Really? I have been